All right, y'all. This the big topic, MVP. Now, this might not be everybody's MVP, but I damn near think he should win it every year. Nikola Jokic. I got Nikola Jokic MVP. It's it's like undoubtedly without him, the Nuggets are literally nothing. No identity, no anything. We saw the before the season started the Cam Johnson, Michael Porter Jr. trade. Cam Johnson is not playing
That
to
nigga
where they
suck.
thought he would be. They thought it was going to be an easy swap, maybe even a little more production out of Cam Johnson. It's not there. And Jokic, yeah, MVP. I mean, just most valuable, like face value, most valuable player in the league. Most production for his team, damn near ever, bro, at this point. So I got him as my
Yeah,
MVP.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you because you know his offensive plus minus. I don't know the exact stats, but like
It's like the greatest.
when he's off the court, the defense. I mean, their offense is like 22nd in the league. When he was on the court, they're number one.
I was gonna say,
That's
yeah, it's like they're like minus 13 with him off the court or something like that, and then plus 13 with him on the court. Like it's a
yeah, it's
like
it's
yeah, he's
it's
MVP.
ridiculous. I don't think he's in. I can get what you're saying. I don't. I think he missed a decent amount of the year. I don't think the team's is good enough, like good enough record wise for him to be MVP.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna give some honorable mentions. I just don't see the scoring from Wimby yet. He's been playing great. You know, both sides of the ball. I understand MVP, but all MVPs are top three in scoring, so top three, four, top five in scoring. He's
yep.
not there yet. So we need to get some more offensive production. But like defensive wise, like because his defense is great, I understand why his case. But no, Shea, I understand his case. 32. Getting his two steals, getting his assists and everything, leading
Mhm.
his team back to number one seed,
Yeah.
incredible, but single handedly changing the dynamic in a city. This is Luka Doncic, Luka
Okay.
Magic, my
Respect.
king, my player,
Uh,
my next future GOAT, my leading the Lakers franchise. I have to go with Luka Doncic. And that brings me back to the thing that we really want to talk about today. And we're making a conjoined list. And this is called, we've coming up with it. It's called the Ultimate MVP. You heard it here first. It's all five MVPs in the season: the NBA Cup MVP, the All Star Game MVP, the uh, Western Conference Finals MVP, the Finals MVP. Oh, not Western Conference, but like Eastern West
Conference
Conference,
MVP.
the Finals MVP, and the League MVP. We call this the Ultimate MVP. This is the five MVP. And so what me and MK are going to do is together come up with a list of the five players that we think have the possibility and ability to do it. I'll let you lead that off.
So starting off, number one on the list, no surprise here. The 7'4", 7'5" Frenchman Wembenyama. I think his case is easy because he's one of the only players who plays hard in the All Star game, especially with this new format of the different teams that compete in the All Star game. I mean, he was giving it his heart and soul. It damn near looked like he was about to cry when his team lost. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, he can definitely compete for all five MVPs easily. The defense covers so much ground for him. And then we know what he is offensively. I mean, the guy's just a cheat code. So that's our number one pick on our list for the ultimate MVP.
Number two, I already glazed him this whole like last 5 minutes. I'm gonna glaze him some more. I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic. And the
Yeah.
reason I'm gonna say this, the reason certain players aren't on this list is because we know they're not gonna get certain MVPs. Jokic is not on this list for me because he's never gonna get never gonna get an All Star MVP because he's not gonna try hard enough.
Yeah.
So I think Skinny Luka got it. Let me see how many points he has currently, because I think Skinny Luka,
31.
he's 31.
Yeah,
Yeah,
31.
Skinny Luka is definitely. Last year, no, Skinny Luca, he has the possibility of getting all five. I think honestly the hardest one for him would be the NBA Cup.
Yeah, cause that's just an in season tournament that you have to. That's kind of a tough one to win. in a sense, because it's regular season games, but it's like it's
But you got to be selective on. Oh, we're gonna try harder on these specific regular season games.
yeah. It's like you damn near gotta have bring playoff mentality in what December, not like
Yeah,
November, December. So it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird for the players to put forth that kind of effort when they're not used to in that time of the year. With All-Star break coming up in about a month, and then all the holiday festivities, like you know, they don't want to get injured, nothing like that. So that's kind of a hard one to win, in a sense. But yeah, so that's our number two pick on the list. Now here's where number three. You said Jokic isn't on your list.
because
Here's
he's not
where
gonna. We know he's not gonna get All Star Game MVP.
he
That's
could
the biggest
though.
thing.
He could though.
I
But
mean, we could throw him on there. We could throw him on there.
I
He's an
mean,
honorable mention.
yeah. But okay, so let's go number three. Here's where we might
Oh,
deviate.
I have three names. I have three or four names to shot out there. You ready?
Okay, hit me.
Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham.
Jalen Brown, number three.
You gonna go Jalen Brown?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I I want Tatum on here so bad. I want Tatum on here so bad.
We just don't
He's
know with
never.
injury. That's the
Yeah,
only thing.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. We can go with Jalen Brown though.
Jalen Brown three. I think because of the defensive end. Brunson, you almost rage baited me with that one. Not gonna lie.
That's
I no. I
oh
I
if
refuse to think Brunson's no.
uh,
Anyways,
what okay
I'm
if
sorry.
they start hot, if they start hot, I feel there's some obligatory people that we throw in there like Shea, but I don't know if Shea's gonna get a All Star Game MVP, but I could also see him getting All Star Game MVP.
I was
It's
gonna say
another one I got, Giannis.
that's who I was gonna say as well. I was gonna say I'll go. I was gonna honestly swap out JB for Giannis. I was gonna say Giannis three, Jalen Brown four, because I think for all five MVPs, the defensive side of the ball is really what's gonna take Giannis, Wemby, and then Jalen Brown a little bit over the top for all
You think the
five.
defense? Why?
Yeah, I think the defense it adds another aspect. Um,
I understand what you're saying, but if like I'm giving you 33 a night on good efficiency, that's good enough to win all those MVPs.
but who are we talking? You talking about Jalen Brunson,
No, I'm talking about Shea.
Shea? See, I would have Shea five,
So our list would be Wemby, Luca,
Giannis.
JB.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
Wemby,
Giannis or
Luca,
JP,
Giannis,
JB,
JB, and Shea.
Shea. Yeah, I would leave off Jalen. Yeah, Jalen Brunson. And who was the other name you said? Oh, Cade. Cade.
I'm not mad at that. I have another player who I think could has a skill to do it, but they would never do it because they're never going to get the MVP. They're never getting MVP. Donovan Mitchell's never getting MVP.
See,
I think that I think Donovan Mitchell's like one of the most underrated players in the league. I think he is a top 7 player. I think he's better than Anthony Edwards, like by
ooh,
a margin, by a wide margin.
I
Like
can I
I've
can
been
see
very
that.
high on him.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see that argument. And I mean, yeah, I can see that argument. If I had to throw a sleeper pick in, it's gonna catch a lot of people off guard. But I
Okay.
think with the way this team has played without him, it helps him the most. Hallie,
Who?
Halliburton, Tyrese Halliburton,
To get all 5?
because hear me out,
You think Tyrese Halliburton can be an ultimate MVP?
because his team is so poor without him. I mean, just look at the I don't the what are they bottom of the East?
Because they're tanking.